Welcome back to REVERSIBLE YouTube channel. In today's class, we're going to learn how to make this beautiful cape blouse. It's a circular blouse, as we have seen, and it's reversible. You can see that we have a different print of Ankara fabric on the lower part. So now I'm going to loosen it so that we can see what the other side of it looks like. You can actually wear either of it, and this is usually worn on a dress, can be a top or a full dress. So this is what the other side looks like. It's a very simple tutorial. If something you would like to learn, kindly stay tuned to the end.
Okay, so to make this cape blouse, it's a reversible blouse. So I'm working with this Ankara fabric and this as well, so you can wear it both ways depending on which one you desire to switch to. So I folded my fabric into 4 because I want to work with a full circle. So to do this, all you just need to do is to fold your fabric into 2 first, like this. Then after folding into 2, you're going to fold into 4, like this again. So after folding like this, you need to make sure that what you have here is enough for the length that you want to work with. That's your blouse length. Okay, so this should be enough for your blouse length, and then this should be enough for your sleeve and your back measurement. So my back is 8 inches, and then I want my sleeves to be around 10 inches, so this should be around 18 inches after folding. So this upper part here should be enough for your back measurement and your sleeve, and this straight line here should be enough for your actual blouse length. That's how long you want your blouse to be. Ankara fabric is 45 inches. Okay, so the total length of Ankara fabric is 35 inches. So the highest you can get for this is 22.5. So you can either join to this on this side if you want it longer, or you work with a half circle method. So if you are working with half circle, the blouse is not going to be as full as what we're going to have here, but you are going to fold your fabric into 2 first, like this. Then after folding into 2, you are going to fold in a diagonal form like this. Okay, so that's going to give you something longer. So if you want a tutorial on this as well, let me know in the comment section. But for today, I'm going to be working with the full circle method, which you're going to fold like this and then fold again. So now after this, I'm going to go straight into my measurement. It's a very simple blouse. So what I'm going to do now is to just check what I have here. So I want my sleeve length to be my full length to be around 25 inches. Okay, so I have around 25.5 to 26, which is fine for me. And then for the blouse length, I'm just going to exhaust what I have here, which is 22.5. That's for my back measurement and sleeve. My actual back measurement is around 7 inches. That's 14 divided by 2. So if I mark 7 inches out and I check what I have here, so what I have left is about 15.5 inches, which is okay for me. So like I said, if you want yours to be longer and you're working with Ankara fabric, you can extend it and make it longer. Or if your sleeve, if your gown length, if your gown length is going to be around this 22 inches, then you can just turn it and make your length to be on the Ankara length part. That's the one that can't go beyond 22.5. That's if you don't want to join to it. And then this side that you want to be your full length, you just use this, because this can actually extend to whatever it is that you want it to extend to. I hope we are not confused. So now it's back to my actual measurements. I have 25 inches here, and then I have 22.5 inches. So the only thing you just need to do for this blouse basically is just to bring out your neck measurement. So remember, this is the length, so this is where I'm going to be taking my neck depth, how deep you want your neckline to be. And I'm working with the same neckline for both front and back. So I want the depth of my neckline to be around 4 inches, and then I want the width, the neck width, to be around 4 inches as well. So I'll just simply mark 4 inches all around, and then I'm going to cut it out. So it's totally up to you. Yours can be 3 by 4, it can be 3 by 3, it can be whatever it is that you want. So if it's 3 by 3, all you just need to do is to mark the 3 inches and connect, just like I am doing, like this. This is my neck depth and this is my neck width. So now I have marked and connected it, and that is all you need to do. So the only thing the next thing you need to do after your neckline is to reconcile this. Remember, our length our blouse length is different from what we have on this other side. We have 22.5 inches here, we have 25 inches here. So this 25 inches, I'll keep marking it. Okay, I'll mark the 25.5 inches here again, and then when I'm going towards the sleeve area, I'll start reducing the measurement to match up with what I have coming from my sleeve. Remember, what you have from your sleeve is 22.5. So here you can see I'm marking 24 inches there, and then here I'll mark probably 23.5 inches, and then I'll just blend it with what I have there. So after blending it, I'm going to connect all of this together, and then I'll simply cut it out. So you can see how simple it is to make this. So after blending it together now, I'm cutting out what I have there, and then you're also going to cut out your neckline. So what I have done here, I'm going to fold the other fabric. Remember, I said it's going to be reversible, and then I'll cut out exactly what I have here. Okay, so I just placed the other Ankara on it, and then I cut out exactly what I have here. So you can see this is the sleeve area, and this is the center front and center back folded together. So on the length area where the center front and back is, I'll go ahead and open one of its place. Okay, just one of it, which is going to be the center front. So I'm going to cut through it and then open it up so that the center of the blouse is going to be opened. So I've done that for the first Ankara. For the second Ankara, is folded together, you can see. So I'm just going to remove one and then cut on just one. You don't want to cut the two of them, so make sure you just cut one, and then I'm going to slash it open as well. So after slashing it open, this is what it looks like. You can see how full it is. It's a full circle, so it's really full. So now what we're going to do now is to lay both of them on each other, and then we're going to use them to turn out each other. But before we turn it out, I'm going to be tying the center front area. That's the neckline area. So remember, this is where the neckline is. Okay, so this neckline area, I'm going to go ahead and tie it with a rope. So for the rope, I have cut out the rope. This is my rope. So it's about 36 inches in length, depending on how long you want it to be, and the width is around 2 inches after folding. So you just need to leave the allowance. So I cut 2 for each, because I want to use them to turn out each other. Remember, it's reversible. So okay, so after sewing, I have about 2 1/4. So depending on how wide you want your rope to be. So what I'm going to do now is, before I turn it out, I'll suspend this in between both of them. So I'll make sure that the side that have this Ankara is what is going to show by the time I am done. And remember, the other Ankara is going to be showing inside as well, so you need to place them very well. So now you lay both of them on each other, you suspend the belt in between them just like this. So after placing my belt, I'm going to bring in the other Ankara as well, and then I'm going to place it on it, right side facing right side. Excuse me, right side facing right side. I'm going to place it like this, and then we'll go ahead and sew. So I'm going to sew all around and then leave a small space to turn it out, so that it can be neatly turned out. You're going to sew around the neckline, the center front, the hem of the blouse, and then you just leave a tiny space to turn everything out from. Okay, so I have sewn it round. You can see the neckline, the side, and then on the hem, somewhere on the hem, I left a small space here to turn it out. So I'm going to, you can notch it round because it's a curved area. You can notch it round before you turn. Then after turning it out, you go ahead and iron it, and then you find a way to close up the space that you turned it from. So now I've turned mine, and I'll go ahead and iron it. So this is my belt. You can see now that the belt, this side corresponds with this side, and then the other side corresponds with the other Ankara as well, and then you make sure that it is in between them so that I can hide whatever rough edge you may have. So for my neckline, remember I used 4 inches by 4 inches because I want the neck to be wide. So if you don't want your neckline to be wide, it's better to use probably 2.5 inches by 2.5 or 3 inches. Then if you wear it and you want it wider, then you'll be able to extend it. So if you don't want your neckline to be, when I take it to the mannequin, you will see how wide it is. If you don't want your neckline to be wide, it is better to just work with 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches or 3 inches. So now this is what I have. You can see where I turned it from. I'm going to bring out everything and then I'll iron it. So after this, now I'll take it to the mannequin so that we can see what it looks like. But the idea is that it has to be neat both in and out. You can see the neckline area as well. It has to be neat both in and out so that you can either wear this side or you wear it on this side.
Okay, so this is what it looks like on the mannequin after you have ironed it. Like I said, you can see where my sleeve stops. You can decide to stop it anyhow you want, and this is what it looks like now. So now I'm going to remove this so that you can see what the other side looks like. It's basically the same thing, it's just a different print of fabric. So you can wear this on a tube, you can wear it on a full dress, or you can just style it anyhow you want. And you can see that the neckline of mine is wide, like I explained. So if you want yours to be smaller, all you just need to do is work with a smaller measurement. I used 4 inches by 4 inches. You can use 2.5 or you use 3 inches depending on what you want, and your belt can also be as long as you want. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful tutorial with me. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.